Look at these stats, man. Highest receiving grades versus top 10 graded coverage units in 2019. Look who number 2. Look at these stats. 1189. Look at this catch. Man, if y'all put some respect on this boy name, it's no joke out here. He's different. Y'all gonna see.
They have contracts for both of them tomorrow. That's magical because you can't defend that, right? That ball is 3 yards outside the boundary, and they are just timing it up.
He's about to show you a lot more stuff you can't defend. You know what it is, man. It's your boy Ron, Cowboys fan talk, and some more shit on my mind. I gotta keep it real. After doing Zeke earlier, I was like, it's another Cowboy that's been disrespected. Like, seriously disrespected. And it's Amari Cooper. Why don't y'all like Amari Cooper? Like, why does ESPN have him 10th? Like, what are the execs watching? 10th? And then I said, you know what? Let me take a look at some of these stats. So, I took some time. I went and looked at Coop stats, about, I would say, 1189 yards, 9 touchdowns, about a 66 catch percentage when targeted. I was like, well, let me compare him to some other people. So I looked at the list, and I went down the list. And, you got the D-Hops, no argument there. You got Julio Jones, can't argue that. You got Michael Thomas, can't argue that neither. So then I said, Tyrek Hill. I found some argument. I looked in there and said, hold up. Why does Amari Cooper average more yards per catch on deep routes than Tyrek Hill? I was like, do people know this? Like, I know Tyrek Hill is the fastest receiver in the league. I get it. Cheetah and all that. But that's more so like Yak. He not really burning people on deep routes. That's not really his forte. I know what people think it is. So I kept going. After I X'd off Cheetah and realized that he needs to back up. And I realized that Mike Evans needs to come up a little bit. His stats was incredible. Mike Evans got busy last year. That's why Godwin got so many yards from people doubling Mike Evans. Mike Evans may be the best deep threat in the league. He reminds me of like a baby Megatron. Like, Mike Evans is just a big body receiver that's got some speed, and it's just hard to keep him from getting the ball because he knows how to jump and play the position similar to like a tight end. So Mike Evans can come up. So Mike Evans is 4th. I got Amari 5th. I'm going to just keep it real. 5th. And I know y'all probably like 5th. Like, how? And I'm just like, listen. For what he did last year, when he spent half the games disinterested because Jason Garrett can't coach his way out of a wet paper bag, like, for what he did, yeah, 5th sound right to me. Like, 5th sound just right to me. Like, look at his stats. Keenan Allen can be 10th if you want to keep it funky, and Godwin can be 9th. Odell can be 8th off of just pure reputation. You know what I'm saying? Adams can be 7th. And let me see. Who am I missing? Who can be 6th? Because I got Thomas 3rd. I can't think of who can be 6th. But all I know is Amari Cooper's at least 5th. And y'all need to put more respect on him, because if you look at the elevation that Dak Prescott had on this game, it's evident. Like, go back and look at Amari's stats. Look at Amari with the Raiders. Like, look at that sample size. He had 7 games where he had I think 2 touchdowns and 200 yards, 250 yards for 7 games in 2018. And then he got traded, and within the next 7 games, he went for 600 to 700 yards and 7 more touchdowns with Dak Prescott. That's what you call elevation, growth. Like, y'all tell me all the time that Carson Wentz is next level and he carried all his talent and he took them to heights that you can't, and he was throwing deck chairs and lawn furniture and all this extra stuff. But, like, who has he elevated? He couldn't get a receiver to 500 yards last year. Like, I hate that the narrative is he didn't have a 500-yard receiver and got to 4,000, so that makes him epic. How about the fact that he was not able to get someone to 500? You can get a wide receiver to 500 yards by completing 2 passes to them a game for 37 yards. That's it. Do the math. 37 times 16, it's like 518 or something like that. I don't know, it's probably bad math. But look, listen, it's not even close. Like, how can't you get a receiver to 500? You can get your tight ends to pass 500 because that's all you like to throw to. You know what I'm saying? That's all you like to throw to. You tight end centric. Easy passes. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to throw to a tight end or a linebacker. You know what I'm saying? But if your receiver ain't fully uncovered, you ain't trying to throw to him. That's why your receivers don't get passes. Because when you do your surveying of the field and you drop back, you like, I don't know. That window look, I don't know. And then you just dump it down to your back. Look at the Carson Wentz's throws to his backs. Like, look at him. It's uncanny how much he throws to his backs and his tight ends. So when the next time you hear someone say, well, he didn't have a 500-yard receiver, but he still got to 4,000, go back and do the math and look at, okay, well, Miles Sanders got a lot of yards. Boston Scott got a lot of yards. Dallas Goedert got almost a G. Zach Ertz got well over a G. Then start adding up the receivers and then look at the targets. Yeah, you go into the game and you target your receivers 6 times, they not going to get no yards. That makes sense. It's not that, okay, I was throwing to them and they was dropping the ball. Because Dak Prescott had more drops than you. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, all I want y'all to do is put more respect on Amari Cooper's name because he's at least the 5th best receiver in the league. And this year you're going to see it because he's been challenged. I can't wait for this Darius Slay versus Amari Cooper battle. I can't because I think that's been way overblown. And I like Slay. Slay is not a slouch. But I also know that Amari Cooper is one of the best route runners in the game. And he going to show it. I can't wait for Michael Gallup on the other corner for Philly. And I don't know who, because Nicole Roby-Coleman is not going to be able to cover CeeDee Lamb. This is going to be laughable. It's going to be laughable. Slay, it's going to be a long year.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys.